Hello, my name is Kurt Brown, alias Saint Rambone. I believe in gun rights too, particularly if they're just for your own self-defense and they haven't been pulled. And it doesn't matter what you think your rights are in Los Angeles. If they catch you with a rifle or a handgun or any kind of gun, even if you own that gun legally, there's a $250,000 bail per gun. If they really want to crack it over your head, as they did in my case, I was a federal bank examiner for the federal government. I uncovered money laundering and murder. I actually ran a test, and an attempt was made on my life. A man was killed in his office and labeled suicide. He was a regional director for the Federal Deposit Insurance Corporation, which is in fact a federal banking regulatory agency. From what I saw, a money laundering syndicate had been set up inside the federal agency. And there's more to this than meets the eye. There's always the technology factor. As you know, computers are everything. Your guns are obsolete, really. I believe in the right to defend yourself. Guns are sort of obsolete. However, in my particular case, I used to believe in owning them. The government will use that against you if you own one. I recommend if you have one, you disassemble it. If you're transporting it, I advise you to stay out of California with it at all, because California is the kind of state that likes to make money off of people's mistakes. They're predatory. One of their major industries is prison industry, and because they have such huge money laundering syndicates in there, federal bank examiners are often subjected to torture, as I was and am to this day. So don't believe in the gun rights. They're just words written on paper. We don't even have civil rights. I was forcibly injected. That's not even human rights. I've been forcibly injected and knocked unconscious when I was compliant with the demands of the federal government. And now in Arizona, New Mexico, and Nevada, they can forcibly inject you. This is since 2001, before 9/11. Whenever the current regime came to really started pushing the buttons, they started sealing all the exits on everything. There's no telling what's happened to me either, because they did forced injections and forced experiments on veterans at that same federal facility in Los Angeles in 1999. So don't believe in gun rights. You don't really have them. Besides that, they're kind of obsolete. If all hell ever breaks loose, you're going to need something else. Maybe bring in my little Martian guy here. I'll put this art up as a backdrop. Have a good day. My name is Kurt Brown, Saint Rambone. I also have a website at Mobile Audit Club detailing these events. I'm requesting $9.11 million from the federal government or individuals to contribute. If you have a spare gun you want to send me, I can now own guns again. I had to take this to court. I can't own them in California, but I can anywhere else. They forcibly injected me. They would not let me take my case back to court. I wanted to get it wiped out because a sheriff took my gun permit, who I actually reported as stealing inmate food funds later, and he has since lost his job. Had I had that gun permit, nothing would have happened to me, but I was in fear for my life. Sheriff Jack Tillman of Mobile, Alabama is no longer. This all ties together. What's happened to the currency is it's being devalued because crime syndicates have moved in so deep, and it's layer upon layer, envelope upon envelope of collusion and corruption. Your guns, someone told me that if we ever had a full-scale war in the United States, the ones who would be alive would be the ones who are physically fit and the ones who are armed. I don't know if that's necessarily true. I tend to think in the gopher mentality, you might be better off to dig yourself a great big hole with a lot of food and a lot of water and wait it out. I think it takes 90 days or 120 days of being underground for the half-life of radiation to start to wear off a little bit. Even then, everything would be contaminated, or radiation or biological organisms. Current regime or the current government, they don't care about rights. They don't care about you, or don't care about me. They don't care about anybody, obviously. My question is, who the hell controls them, and what is it? Have a good day. Kurt Brown, Saint Rambone, Mobile Audit Club.